Begin by boiling water on the stove. I'm using distilled water. Here is emulsifying wax and stearic acid, as well as shea butter and coconut oil. We use the double boiler method to melt down both of these. In here, you can find our essential oils, vitamin E, and glycerin. Our preservative we're using is Optifin Plus. Our first fragrance is going to be Butt Naked from Aztec, and our second is going to be Citrus Agave from Candle Science. Here I have taken my water off the stove and I am now mixing in my hard butters first, the shea butter and the coconut oil. Now, let's check our temperature. Let's mix. Of course, we already know that oil and water do not mix. So what do you need? You need an emulsifier. That's where we begin to use the emulsifying wax and the stearic acid as a binding agent to bind the oil and the water together. Here it's being added, and now we officially have lotion. We begin mixing again to fully incorporate everything together. You have to mix a lot, but be sure to give your stick blender a break because it can overheat and it will tear up. Here we're going to add our essentials, our vitamin E, and our glycerin to our batch. And as you can see, it's already beginning to foam from the mixing as well as it's beginning to thicken up. The more you mix, the thicker your body cream will be. I typically mix till it gets a little foamy, but still runny enough for me to pour. Blurry picture, but bam, you get it. Here it is. Now let's start to prep for pouring. What I did off camera was I split my batch into two, thus to pour in the two fragrances I'm going to be using. Each one has given me 3 8-ounce jars as well as 4 of the 2-ounce bottles, which actually can hold anywhere between 3 to 4 ounces of product depending on what you are pouring in that bottle. As you can see, there are little thick chunks falling into the jars. Not to worry, that is only the body cream that has thickened. So some of it's still runny, some of it is actually thickened up, so it's fallen in as clumps. And now I'm just going to continue to fill. You guys enjoy the video.
I can feel your heart racing, 'cause everybody knows, yeah, everybody knows. And I can feel your body shaking of every single touch. And that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. I find it so hard being addicted to your love. I find it so hard being addicted to your touch. I find it so hard knowing that you are just my drug. And I find it so hard knowing you treating me like a mark. We ain't gotta talk about it right now, 'cause every time we talk about it, you stare at the floor. Give me the stars like I don't already know. You gotta go back. We ain't gotta talk about it right now, 'cause every time we talk about it, you stare at the floor. Give me the stars like I don't already know. You gotta go back. I can feel your heart racing, 'cause everybody knows, yeah, everybody knows. And I can feel your body shaking of every single touch. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. I can feel your heart racing, 'cause everybody knows, yeah, everybody knows. And I can feel your body shaking of every single touch.
Now I have poured all of my jars on all of my bottles, and this is just me scraping the bowl just to show you the consistency. So it's not too thin and not too thick, but of course it will thicken up more once it settles over time. And this is how smooth it goes on. There's no residue, there's no sticky feeling or anything. So be sure to test and try our body creams and let us know if you like them.